Hello, I'm Matt Loftus, and for a complete change of pace, welcome to my first book review. Oh yes. I'll be looking at my favourite author Stephen King's latest novel, Revival. Is it worth a read? Let's find out. I'm going to give you a brief overview and avoid the spoilers, hopefully. The book is written from the first-person perspective of Jamie Morton through 5 decades of his life. As a small boy, he meets a man known as Charles Jacobs, or Pastor Jacobs as he is first known. It's from then on that the events of his life take a dramatic change. The boy Jamie strikes up a friendship with Pastor Jacobs, and it seems like they'll be friends forever. But who would guess that their lives are inexplicably linked? And unfortunately Jamie wasn't aware of the horrors that waited for him. Now Revival very much goes back to Stephen King's horror roots and plays nods to Mary Shelley and H.P. Lovecraft, which King admitted himself. Electricity is the main theme of Revival, and without giving too much away, Charles Jacob experiments with this and comes to some grisly conclusions. The book is extremely well written as usual. King knows when and how far to push the envelope and how to detail those characters, which is a good thing because he's a well-known author and he isn't just pulp chodder fiction. Chodder? You know what I mean. King's masterful pen seems to be working overtime at the minute, and Revival is just one of his latest novels that has hit the mark in several places. And I found nods to Joyland and some of his earlier works. King is now in his late 60s, I believe, and has a lot of knowledge to draw upon the 5 decades of Jamie Morton's life. We have the innocence of childhood, confusion of middle age and addiction problems, which King himself suffered, I believe. It seems steeped in nostalgia, and it has a lot of heart when the characters look back on their lives and wonder where the time has gone. Can anyone relate to that? Funny story, I rushed out to buy Revival when it came out on November the 11th here in the UK. I went to the local supermarket, which is how you get books when you live in the country, and there was no sign of it whatsoever. I went back 2 days later and there was still no sign of the King book. I couldn't believe it. But knowing there's a secret drawer underneath where they keep the books, I simply opened that and couldn't believe there was 3 copies just sat staring at me. They're not going to sell under there, folks. I quickly got to work on the book, and it wasn't long before I was hooked. I'd probably say within the first 5 pages, which is a rare gift by any author to grab the audience at such an early stage. King is exceedingly wealthy and popular for a very good reason, because the man can write. Revival is a true testament to this author, and I would recommend that you go out and buy it now. Go on, you can get it for like £9. I'd love to tell you a little more about the book, but I really do not want to give anything away. All I will say is, after reading the conclusion of the book, it did give me nightmares, and it certainly will give you something to chew on those lonely, dark nights. So thanks for watching, and if you like this book review, I'll have to do some more, so please leave a comment in the box below and subscribe in the corner. I'll see you next time. Goodbye. 2014 so unplug your ears and listen. Future work of Scrooge. Because this is a review of my career. I look at Spielberg's Jaws sequence. Okay, so the story goes like this. I just want to take a minute to say thank you. It's ridiculously outlandish meals which I comes up in an oversized microwave. So one night that goes on to drums and every time I get out, I do my mic, just spurs salt out towards my goal. It needs to be seen. So put to the bit of everything.